of the game is a society in Jeopardy. It is based on Jeopardy with a twist. It incorporates the social justice issue of socioeconomic class and can be incorporated into any KLA. At the beginning of the game, it just splits the class into 4 groups. Each group selects a captain. Then what happens, the captain spins the wheel and each team is allocated a group. So we've got a list of questions which help identify and develop students' prior knowledge for socioeconomic privilege, power, wealth and marginalisation, the framework of the game.
They will now be allocated a starting amount of money. The money looks like this. We have a 500 note, a 200 note, a 100 note, and they are called nobles. The Northerners will start with 500 nobles, the Easterners will start with 400 nobles, the Westerners and Southerners will start with 200 nobles. There are 5 categories. The first one is based on society and culture, the second one is based on mathematics, the third one is based on business studies, the fourth one is based on legal studies, and then we have mystery questions. The mystery questions are worth a lot more money and are risky because they don't know the level of difficulty or what the subject is. And if they get it wrong, they will lose 100 nobles. Northerners will choose the first question by selecting a category and a value. Once the question is selected, the students have 55 seconds to answer the question, and the first group to put their hand up is given opportunity to answer. If they answer correctly, they get the value that it was worth, and they also get the power to choose the next question. If it's incorrect, however, it goes back to all the groups. We have 2 types of questions. We have answer questions and discuss questions. Answer questions are just straightforward. There's an answer on the next slide waiting for them. Discuss questions, it's up to the teacher to choose the winner. Throughout the game, we have special things like groups may be paid salaries, inheritances, or they might have to pay the nobles' taxes. And finally, the group with the most money at the end of the game is the winner.
As was mentioned earlier, this is Jeopardy with a twist, and the twist is that we have a background story. And the background story is there to give students an experience of marginalisation and privilege.
In the land of never eat soggy Weet-Bix, wealth divided the kingdom into 4 divisions of socioeconomic class. The Northerners of noble blood owned all the land and set the laws. The Easterners were the knights who maintained the order for the nobles. The Westerners and the Southerners worked the land from dawn to dusk, producing all the resources for the kingdom and wealth of all the nobles, especially with the high taxes they were made to pay. Take a step into the realm of never eat soggy Weet-Bix, challenge your thinking and put your beliefs of society in jeopardy.
Now you can begin the game, and it starts on the next slide.
So the first step after starting the game is selecting the monetary value according to the selection of the students. For example, jump into the 300 in culture. Okay, so instantly we have a tax collection. So if this pops up right before your question, students are required to follow the rules and pay what's required from them. So with the society and culture KLA, most of the questions are open-ended, so discussion questions. There really isn't a specific answer. However, the teacher is looking for particular concepts, and that's how we'll be determining the winner of the question. So once the question has been read, it is only then that the teacher presses the timer at the bottom of the screen. Once we reach the end of the 55 seconds, teacher determines whether or not the answer was valid, and then it's only then, when the answer is correct, that we are able to move on. And then we press the back button there to go back to the main screen and back to square one.
For example, let's say the groups decide to pick business dealings and pick a value of 100 nobles. The payday screen will come up and each group will be given the corresponding money, which will be then followed by the question. Every other KLA in the game except society and culture will have a specific answer, hence the answer button at the bottom. Once the students actually answer it correctly, you can click it and it will come up with the correct answer, and it will come up with a back button.
Once all the questions are answered, the next component is the discussion questions, and you just got to make sure you click on the... So now we're stepping out of Jeopardy and into the lives of the students. We're revisiting the main concept that framework this game in order to ensure that students have understood the issue of socioeconomic class. That, my friends, is a society in jeopardy.